sound means you're back on the air with the Restaurant Brokers and Restaurant Reality. We have 3 segments each week, and this is our Restaurant Reality segment, the time when we give you the full inside scoop and unbridled truth about buying or selling a restaurant. We didn't sell hundreds of restaurants by being afraid of the 4-letter words in the industry, the F word, fail, and the S word, sell. So, Eric, what's the reality of social media? We've had a great discussion today.
We had a great time talking about social media today. We talked about so many different things that you have to do, and if you're an owner right now or somebody that's aspiring to get more involved in this, it's almost overwhelming. There is so much things that needs to be done, and some people don't know how to do it, but because you have people like Sean, Matt, Jim out there that do this. Matt's company said $99 a month starting. I think Jim's company in the break was talking to us about $159 a month. You can hire a person full-time to do all this stuff for you for that kind of money. But these guys are out there helping you, and they live and breathe it every day, Robin. So it's important to be able to delegate that and work with them, though. It's not just, okay, well, Matt, you're my guy now, and you do what you got to do, and set the right expectation and work with them on an ongoing basis. You agree with that, Robin?
I do, and the other side, the real reality of going into that social media pool is that whether you want to or not, you're there. Because people are going to be at dinner and tweeting, food is great, but the waitress at XYZ restaurant sure has an attitude, whether you have a social media presence or not. So the number one thing you have to do is monitor yourself on social media. So say you're like, forget it, I'm not going to go out there proactively, then you must be able to react in a positive way to what's happening, because you can create this backlash on social media with this very viral audience and have folks out there talking about it.
Yeah, reach out to these folks if you see a negative comment, whether it's on Yelp or TripAdvisor or some of these things. It goes a long way if you respond back to these people and try to make the experience more pleasant to them if they had a bad experience. If they had a good experience, also don't hesitate to go out there and say thank you so much for the kind words. People want to see that you are reading and you're paying attention to them beyond your doors. What have we heard? A big word that we heard today. If you retain one word from today's show, it'll be engagement. You have to engage people. I have clients that I've seen their website. When we get somebody that wants to list with us, first thing we do, we go online and research them. And I look at their Facebook page and their website, and he says, oh yeah, we have a great following on Facebook. And all you see on there is wings, 25 cents, soup, $1.99. And the guy's losing weight. So I don't know why, but it's not working. We have a lot of followers, and I put my specials out there every 2 hours, and it's not working. Robin, what did we learn about that? What did we need to do about engagement?
Well, I think, first of all, you have the chance when somebody says something negative to jump in quickly and actually be a hero and turn a negative situation into a positive situation. And the other thing is, don't take it in a defensive posture. Take it positively. Think about this. You would pay a mystery shopper lots of money to come in. You actually pay mystery shopping companies a lot of money to come in and get the intelligence that your customers are willing to give you online for free. So listen, be respectful, and respond. And the reason you want those accounts is so that you have that two-way communication, that engagement. You can go back and you can direct message that person. You can say, I want to make this right, and let's talk about it, and how do I improve? And, you can then get out to your staff. If you have 3 or 4 people say, your service is slow, or your staff doesn't seem to be interested in who's in the restaurant, that's an opportunity. Take advantage of it and make a change.
Yeah, you got to rethink the way your restaurant works. I mean, this social media has really changed the landscape of how we have to think about people. I mean, I tell often our customers, your wait staff, people say, I'm a server, I'm a waiter, and everything. You're not. You're a salesperson. You're a salesperson. You are selling food. You're selling wine. You're selling experience. You're selling special times to people. But now we take it beyond the brick and mortar, beyond your staff. I mean, the social media platform, your followers have become also an extended sales force for you. So you got to treat them like these are like they talk about fan of your brand ambassadors. They want to be invested in your company, and they will talk to everybody, but you have to coach them how to sell. It's like any sales manager in their organization. Every day they have a meeting. They talk about themselves. They talk about the company, and then they go out also and motivate them to share the good word and what's good about us. So you have to find the right people to follow you. I mean, if you have 1 million followers and they're not, very interesting to you, bought them, or you did something, it's not going to work for you. You're not going to get the results. And again, the result is not to pack the restaurant by Friday, to field of dream theory that we've heard today on the show. It is about engaging people that will become frequent diners at your place. And when people ask them, hey, I'm coming to Denver next week, what is a good restaurant? And the first thing going to come to mind, it is your place. That's what it's about, right?
And that's really the key, because who are you going to trust more, the TV commercial or the magazine ad, or your buddy that you message who you say, listen, I'm coming to Atlanta, where do I take my fiance for dinner tonight? And that trust, that brand ambassador element of that social media follower is what's so key, because they do become your social sales force for you. And you want to get those social media followers to crave that connection to you, want to be part of your brand, and use those experiences to create some long-term brand loyalty. We had 3 social media really marketing specialists on today, so we want to take a minute on the Restaurant Reality segment and switch gears and talk about 3 great store deals, that 3 store deals or triple opportunities to buy great brands. And these are franchises, and franchises typically do social media very, very well. So tell us about one opportunity, Eric.
All right, my first big 3 is we have 3 Which location in Texas available. So someone can own a College Town, Texas store, and 2 nearby in the Houston area. Pick up all 3 for $300,000. That's right. Which is a great concept, one of the hottest franchise sandwich concept in the country. Each store typically costs you about $300,000 to build, and they already open with cash flow, and you can pick all 3 of them for $300,000. That is a steal, folks.
And Which has what they call a vibe, that they're very specific about their brand and how they communicate that, and they are very, very good about engagement with the millennials. We also have another triple play here, 3 Atlanta Bread locations in the Metro Atlanta marketplace. They're earning over $275,000 on the books, and they're pre-approved by a lender for financing with 20% down. And those stores are on the market for $795,000. And very quickly, tell us our last one, Eric.
I have 3 sports bar also in Atlanta metro area. We're talking about over $2.8 million in sales for all 3 sports bar combined, and you can pick all 3 of them for roughly about $425,000. This will make your great cash flow. 3 stores, all reachable, driving distance from each other. We're talking about fun, sport, and great food for the owner-operator of this will be a great bargain.
And the pricing on those, it ranges from like $50,000 per store up to $350,000. So somebody that wants to get in dirt cheap can do so with a lower price point.
Absolutely. And these can be broken down if you decide you only want one to get your feet wet.
That's right. Well, we always run out of time because there's so much good information out there. Today we have had a great conversation about social media and really how you build up your brand online and your own online presence. So I do want to ask you to take a moment and like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. That's really going to wrap up the Restaurant Brokers show this week. This is Eric and Robin Gagnon. We are the Restaurant Brokers. Remember, our name says it all. We sell restaurants. We will satisfy your appetite for acquisition, meet the need for restaurant reality, and serve up a recipe for business success every week on our website, WeSellRestaurants.com, on our radio show that you're listening to today, and on our Facebook page and Twitter feed. Again, Eric and Robin Gagnon, we are the Restaurant Brokers.